Ben has got no Kit
I
Kat
don't.
Chunky. What?
You've got
This is
no
not
Kit Kat
acceptable.
Chunky.
Or other brands.
This is
Oh. Oh, wow.
Shocking for
Well,
Oh,
you see what
yeah.
happens when we don't have any Kit Kat
Whoa.
Chunkies.
Jeez,
Oh my God.
Whoa, that was
The side
I fell
effects, all right.
sideways.
Oh
Hang on, it'll rectify itself in a minute. Hang on.
no.
Hey,
there we go.
I had
That's
to
a
do
good
the little tumble,
Little twisteroo.
twister,
Hey.
twister. Eh?
Something to start with.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we've been talking about the lack of Kit Kats and how Get Fish Done would sound better in a Yorkshire accent just before.
The essential topics.
Yeah.
Very professional and important conversations being held behind the curtain.
That's been-
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, we are gathered here today, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary pals, to discuss one of the most insane episodes of Gravity RIP. Definitely my favourite. But
It's the one.
yeah, isn't it just? Good grief. Yeah, I mean, I think I might have said it in the next episode, but the amount of chaos that you guys bring to these Gravity RIP episodes is just insane. I've never it's worse than Lasers and Feelings.
Is it really?
It's the equivalent of us being in Lays and Feelings, but you've given us cars that can kill people, including ourselves.
There you go.
My question is, on that episode where Barry went off, you looked way more stressed. But have you just got used to the stress?
Grown up.
Or
Yeah.
you've got used to it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, this was basically that again. You're not, of course, you're only meant to go to certain places, and I had to make up a brand new place just for this episode. So.
I mean, we came up with a name. I don't know what it was about.
Yeah, that's like most of the battle.
Previous name was that. You know, been used. Maybe.
I mean, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. Thank Ben for giving my only partially chaotic character a reason to be exceptionally chaotic and go to a new place without actually being chaotic.
I had to, didn't I?
Yeah.
Come on.
Nice. It's very true. Yeah, that's the problem. Is once one of you jumps onto it, you all jump onto it, and that becomes becomes the problem.
And then David for triggering the last minute rush back to the track.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was great. Yeah,
Great sequence. And then
Yeah.
what a good game.
yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
it was a good game.
Definitely our best for a while. I certainly agree there.
I love how you've written number one. It's brilliant. It really is. I hope you roll number one. Because
Yeah, I know. I mean, how do
and
you
you put a
write?
bell.
I put a bell. Yeah. How do you write that? That's the question.
Oh,
How do you write these 20 points without mentioning that bad thing that happened at the start?
Okay, that's funny. Very good. Well done. Well done to you. Get fish done.
Oh gosh. But I mean, this is the episode where everybody really got on. I think sort of you all spawned in your most chaotic moments. I think. Although I feel like Dread, yours is probably in the next episode. But yeah, I
The last one
mean,
as well.
yeah, that's true.
Well, you don't. What Dreads? Does he do them? I don't think
No,
so.
there's.
He doesn't do them. He's higher than that.
Oh no! The next episode, in particular, there is a moment of sheer brilliance near the end. That's
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah. And by the way, Josh, I have created the thing that you asked me to for the next episode as well, as you are aware. But I've also done a little extra thing for it as well, which may or may not come up in the credits. Let's find out.
Interesting.
I will say no more,
Okay.
except for the fact that I asked Ben to take a look, and he said, make it worse.
I was like, you've done it too well.
yeah.
You see that? That's
dear.
too good.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the point now. You've learned. You've learned too well.
I know.
So now you have to unlearn in order to create
yeah.
a suitable.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. It is difficult. Though he's done a pretty good job at being crap.
Just so people at home are aware, so we spent a little bit of I spent a bit of time creating something for this next episode, and I sent it on to the guys and just said, what do you think of this? And it was very much I sent on a really nice, really well put together thing and a really crap version of it, and of course everybody went, yeah, crap version, yeah, definitely, in fact, make it crapper. So,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
yeah,
And it's a lot crapper.
oh, it's a lot crapper.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah, I can't wait for that next episode, and we do have a trailer for you a bit later on, so that'll be good. Yeah, you
Is
do.
that in the trailer?
No, I've left it out
No?
because I
Okay.
think it's something that should happen
Be
within the episode. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I mean, we do have a first, don't we? Actually, it's not a first. Well, they are about. It's a first for this week. There's been a video upload on the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. Some dumb, foolish person has come up with this clip of the week idea. I don't know who that would be.
Who would do highlights on a YouTube channel?
I know,
that's just-
right?
God.
Exactly. What sort of
Yeah.
What's this?
foolish
YouTube Shorts?
person? Yeah,
What's
would
competing with
take.
TikTok. What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, next thing I'm doing vertical videos that are like
Yeah.
20 seconds long.
Oh. Well, that's YouTube Shorts, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It would probably work quite well. That's the
I
annoying
know.
thing.
They get
I know, that is
Yeah.
the annoying thing.
YouTube Shorts is where you need to be because everybody watches stories now.
Yeah.
Because posts are like,
I don't.
they usually have
don't.
whereas it's like 20 seconds video because people don't have attention spans anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
can't really say
Yeah.
it's true
So-
attention spans anymore.
Yeah. So YouTube Shorts and TikTok is the way to go these days,
Yeah.
apparently. Which I
I
do
can-
none of.
Yeah. I can find a way to turn what we film into landscape, then no, into portrait. Sorry. Then,
Oh, you
Oh,
can.
you can do that.
You
easily.
can just. It's so easy. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's worth
Just crop it.
adding a
and
few
do it
things.
different.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Good
fun.
for apparently,
Yeah.
it's good for the algorithm.
It is.
So.
It's being
Yeah.
pushed.
I mean,
It's
I've been
pushed.
thinking of doing that as well
Yeah.
for my
Both.
channel, doing clips.
You should. You genuinely
Yeah.
should. I know I said it as a joke to start with, but that's genuinely true. That is a thing that's happening.
Yeah,
It's that
just do a
the
YouTube Shorts
algorithm's
channel.
favouring the
That's
shorter, the short form stuff.
We should do a sole separate channel.
Well, you could do like what is it? There's a lot of YouTube channels who just have like highlights channels now. They've made it like they have their main channels and they have an offshoot one which is just YouTube Shorts,
Yeah.
Sadness.
and they do pretty well.
Yeah. Fortunately.
Not surprising.
That's
Yeah.
where, that's where the algorithm is pointing these days.
Very true. Very true. So I hear what you're saying is do extra work, even more than.
Yes.
Yeah, go off the stream right now and do it now.
just start
and then-
now. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
We've got the notes on WhatsApp. It's fine. We don't need you.
it's the kind of thing that we
Note-taker.
can
All
do
I'm here
on
for.
stream, because if we're talking about highlights,
a good point.
you know,
Yeah,
to learn.
that's a fair point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I will. I shall have a think as well. I'm sure. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Well,
Beholden to the algorithms of such.
indeed, we are. We pay homage to the algorithm,
Algorithm
and we get fish done.
we do. As is the way. This is the way.
I've just realised the chat that
Yes.
Baker Me and Baker Ma having a
Yes.
little chat in there.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
had
There's an
like
alias.
changed names.
Yeah,
That was a surprise. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. Didn't see it coming.
No.
No.
And I do not believe the 1920s were better, I have to say.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't specifically that name refers to. But,
Let's have a debate.
well,
Yeah,
hello everyone in the chat. If you're,
Yeah.
I see a few. Of you. I see you lurking.
Mm.
Say
Yeah.
hi. Get involved. Have a chat.
Well,
We're here live.
funnily enough, did I send you guys a photo of the Call of Cthulhu Keeper's book? I got it.
I think you waved to me. On Zoom call.
It is beefy. Talking about
Yeah.
1920s. It's beefy. Yeah. And they recommend, and I might start doing it, reading some H.P. Lovecraft cosmic horror stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, just to help, like, build our world. So, watching a lot
Cool.
more on YouTube. There's an American GM called Rebecca Scott who does a bunch of tabletops, and she's kind of become the Call of Cthulhu person. You've got Critical Role as like main D&D, and then you've got Dimension 20 being like the comedy, the sort of kind of comedy like tabletop stuff.
Yep.
Everybody's starting to get their little
Niche.
in the kind of little niches in the community where they kind of weren't.
There's
Yeah.
been a lot of crossovers recently. People are starting to collaborate and listen. Stop.
And stop.
Collaborate and listen.
But yeah, I mean, I would say that we fit right in between there. You know, something that's funny, but we take things very seriously. I find.
Very,
Too
yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
That's
that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I need to do? I need to do right now. I need to because talking about like just channels, and I guess with tabletop and stuff, a lot of people like in the D&D Discord that I'm in for Scotland, a lot of people there's a lot of people actually who make a point of not like watching big Critical Role stuff, so I am actually going to
I feel like
plug the Twitch channel. I'm going to plug the Twitch channel right now.
I do feel
Why
like
not?
Critical Role is interesting because I feel like Critical Role isn't. It's D&D, and they're playing D&D, but I don't feel it's particularly representative of your average D&D.
D&D game.
Seeing as they're world-class actors. So,
Are you saying
Yeah.
you've been spoiled?
I think. Well, no. I think the thing is they obviously the thing that's similar to us is they're very RP heavy, and we're very RP heavy. But theirs is like a serial drama. Although there's a lot of like stupid shit as well because it's D&D.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. But
we do.
It's very kind of very very production-y, whereas ours is kind of a chilled, amateur, funny, chaotic vibe,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're definitely. I
which is
think
most D&D
we're
games.
Definitely chaotic.
Oh yeah.
Just a little bit. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I think what we've found.
You're not allowed.
The thing is no, yeah.
That's us.
I mean, we
chaos.
Yeah, we literally have maximum chaos as our like. Well, it's basically our little slogan, isn't it now? But
Yeah.
yeah,
It makes sense.
it's also the emotes. So we got to keep it going, lads. We can't stop. We can't just change the emotes.
No, I mean, who would do that work?
Yeah, exactly.
Start over. It would be.
Yeah,
It would be a lot for anyone.
I like how there's a taxi emote now.
yeah, I know. It had to be done.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, as soon as that came out, I was like, yeah, let's get a taxi in. Had to be done, man. I was particularly pleased because I made this. We've had the speed one for a while. I did the taxi one because I was like, that's brilliant, and I was like, what do we do as a dread one? Because
that dread was really good.
I know I was well pleased with that, and I
Yeah.
sort of thought
well
about it for a
done.
few minutes. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. So I went with that in the end.
Oh yeah. Well,
The thing is,
that's
when it's so small, you can't. Like, it's so difficult to
Yeah.
actually get
yeah,
get
I
something
did
across.
have to go forwards to look.
to look. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, that's 'cause, yeah.
It does give the shape of the mask pretty well.
It's all right.
It's pretty
all
good.
right. Yeah, I'll take that.
It's very well done. Like that's I would have struggled to have thought of a better thing.
There you go. That's your new job. You can be a moat maker.
Hey, do you know what? There's fucking demand for that shit.
Probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
Social media, like managers or like content creators. That's
Yeah, I mean, you get them all on Fiverr and stuff as well, like
I'm sure,
freelancing forums and stuff like that. And to do it for,
yeah.
I mean, you could, like, say, as you say, you could do it on Canva so easily.
Yeah. I take it Fiverr. You don't now just pay a Fiverr anymore. No,
It used to be.
Yeah,
but now it's variable costs, like up to
I
hundreds
think
of pounds.
especially there's the money's as well more in animated emotes as well, because those are slightly trickier to do.
Yeah.
Whereas with an emote you can do it on Canva.
I think they are just
Effectively.
That's not too difficult.
Yeah, but not everybody I think can make GIFs because it's the animation.
Yeah. I mean, the one that we've got that's sort of animated is just basically a still that you're able to put like a disco light type thing over the top, which is the post-sanity man, I suppose. So yeah, it's not even technically like animated. It's just an extra thing you can do.
I was impressed by that. I didn't realize it's a filter, but hey, it works.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, it goes to demonstrate that at the end of the day, it's just about understanding your tool set, which is what you've done. You went, oh, that thing's there. Oh, I could make the basic logo animate like the funky one in the corner down there.
Love a funky one.
Yeah. That's all it is understanding your tool set. That's it.
Yeah. Or being so rubbish that you have to like come up with stupid ways of how to get around things, which is basically my entire life. But yeah.
I don't know if you realised, but that's what all of filmmaking is.
Yeah, I have noticed that actually. The more I've been doing bits and pieces, the more I've realised, oh wow, it's just basically hodgepodging things together and open it. And so much sellotape and gaffer tape.
The only difference is the higher level you get, the more expensive the stuff you're taping to shit is.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, the more expensive the gaffer tape is. So
that too. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey,
hello. We're talking about gaffer tape.
Of course, as you do.
Whole topic.
Yeah. The important stuff in life.
It's really important.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that old maxim that some fucker on set made up once upon a time, that you only need two things in life. You need gaffer tape if it's too loose, and WD-40 if it's stuck together.
So I've posted in the Discord, D&D Discord. So we'll see if anything. Get a couple.
Cool.
Well, I mean, hopefully some folks turn up.
Yeah.
D&D will be on in a while.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I like our little family as well.
Family.
I think it's family. Oh god.
Oh, fuck you. Well, we're back on track. I guess that's a good segue.
Family.
Yeah.
Shall we have a chat about the episode? I suppose we probably have to, don't we?
Chat about
Yes. About family. Who has a 20-sided die that they would wish to roll?
I think I've got one just here. I could do it. Are you got one in hand? Well, go for
There
it.
was one just on my desk.
Just scattered here and
At
there.
this stage, I've got enough that I just finding them places.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I do have that
I think
as
I've
well.
still got some of my D6 at your house. So
That's right, you have.
at this stage, I have so many. They're in multiple locations. Oh, it's near the end. It's 16.
16? No, that's wrong. It needs to be at the start.
Be number one.
Okay, yeah, number one. We will. Don't worry, we will get to number one no matter what. This is after a lot of the chaos, where Dirk jumps onto the taxi and hangs onto the lighthouse.
Oh yeah. Lighthouse.
Yeah, the lighthouse was great because when you asked for, I want a really good light, and I was like, and I think I said it was like a bit of money, and you were going off on it. I was like, how much brighter can we make it? And it's the moment where you went, lighthouse, yeah, I'll take that. And I was like, oh no, I've done it.
I don't know physically how big the lighthouse was, or
We never said.
Pretty big.
proportion.
Pretty big.
It would have been many stories high. Yeah.
Didn't affect his weight, though.
Fucking never leave the finish, the starting line, man.
What did you imagine it was?
I think whilst we were playing, I was imagining it was maybe like not more than a meter tall or something like that, and probably
Oh, that's how I imagined it. Yeah.
like
A massive spotlight
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like maybe like a foot and a half wide, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I imagined
A
it
big
as a
spotlight.
lighthouse, not as a spotlight, as literally like a little circular thing with a light spinning on top. Just slowly, it's like slowly rotating. It's the most pointless fucking contraption.
Oh. So useless, yeah. But it would get the attention of the punters,
It would.
It's what you want. What you
It would
want.
also blind some of them at that distance, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Well, that was going to be my question, because, of course, unfortunately, it was not particularly well secured, as we found out. But what was your plan? What were you going to do if you could have switched it on?
I genuinely don't remember. I think it was just as simple as I would use it to just blind some people.
I mean,
I don't think. I think it was one of those things, because it was such a spontaneous episode in general, where things were just happening on the fly constantly. I think I didn't really have a plan for it. But to be fair, usually, like with Lasers and Feelings and stuff like that, with the shop and buying things, usually that's what I do, is that I will just make some shit up on the spot, and then I'll work out how to use it later. And generally, make it look as if I had a clever plan all along, but actually I was just making shit up.
Aren't we all?
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, just a very minor spoiler for the next episode. Josh has a plan, and he executes that plan incredibly well, and it's quite annoying. I didn't see it coming.
That plan I had.
He
slightly
is
different.
coming.
That was a good plan. Yeah. Yeah.
This is the thing. You have to disguise your plan as chaos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so true.
This is how you do it.
And of course, all of this is happening whilst Ben Buxton is driving the taxi.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's where I wanted to be. It's not because I was forced to do it.
To be honest, you were.
I didn't want to be giving the tour.
Yeah.
I mean, you've recruited Jen,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Jen, but the thing is, Jen wasn't very good at giving the tour. She was good at driving, but not as good as a dog.
you needed someone else.
Giving.
Maybe you needed Glenn on giving the tour.
Oh, Glenn.
Glenn would have been brilliant. Yeah, that is true. Maybe next episode, maybe we should chuck him out.
I mean,
Yeah.
for two NPCs that were made up on the spot, it's excellent.
High
weren't they?
quality NPCs.
Yeah, right.
And do you know? I just imagine Jen as Jen from the Icy
Well, I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
We all went with that.
Yeah.
She was very stressed.
Yeah.
I'm stressed.
I still can't get over the fact that Glenn was blindfolded for the entire thing. I think that's just,
I think we retconned that in.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
I think David asked me like halfway through, like, how did he not realise that you'd got nowhere? I was like, well, obviously he was.
Didn't we go like the Matrix or something like
Yeah,
that?
that's right.
Yeah, Matrix references started to come in. Started to believe. Glenn's starting to believe.
Well, this bit
that's so funny.
the thing that got me is when Ben, when you said about you wanted one of the drivers to take over. So I rolled for Jen to see how good she was at driving, and so she got a 5, right? I definitely remember that. But I gave you all a little look for a moment of like, and you all went, "Oh no!" like everything had gone terribly.
It would have been funny
Yeah.
if she'd have rolled really badly.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It would have.
You know
How
what?
would you have dealt with that?
there probably would have been an enormous crash, if I'm being honest with you, and fatalities.
Jen needs a raise, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I do pay her.
That's true.
She's done pretty well out of this, considering she just came on the tour.
A grand tour does not count.
No, I've paid her. Both times I've paid her.
Yeah, he did actually.
Quite a lot of money.
Yeah, he did actually pay her.
Both credits.
Yeah. I think I gave her all of them on one of them.
That's right. On this episode,
maybe,
that's right. That's right. We definitely. That's no spoilers for the next episode.
Look, Barton is generous. I mean, the dog version is.
Yeah.
That's just one life lesson. Be more generous to your staff.
Agenda-driven generosity.
Oh dear. Yeah. I think the scary revelation at the end of the episode that I didn't even tell any of these guys, by the way. It was literally, they found out as I said it. It was the penultimate episode of the series, and the episode 4 was going to be the final. And that was because we originally only had 2 that we were going to do, and then we were enjoying that, and it was running quite well next to Time Flux as well. Thought it'd be nice to do a few more, but at the same point, I really do want to get back to Lasers and Feelings, because I want to see what those characters are up to. So, the next episode will be the final of the series, but not the final one. I don't think that we'll be filming. So don't worry about that. Should be interesting.
Cool.
Well, what do we think about showing the trailer and then maybe talking a bit more about this
trailer?
Yeah. What do we think? Somehow we've been here for. I mean, I was going to say 45 minutes, but it's not been that, because we've been been very late.
It has no Paul.
We've been on for 25 minutes. Streaming 32 minutes.
Oh, there you go. No. We'll call it 45.
Yeah.
We're doing well.
We'll keep going until here.
Oh yeah.
About 20 past 9.
Yeah.
So what's the trailer for?
So it's for the next episode that's coming up, which is once again Gravity RIP. As I say, the ultimate trailer, the finale. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh yeah. Part series. Of
this season of Gravity RIP, and it's there's some things in this episode that are pretty stupid.
There's one person that turns up that is just really funny.
Oh, that.
This is mentioned in the trailer. Don't you worry.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, and may also be. I mean, I may have also made it into a clip of the week at some point in the next few weeks.
I mean, it had to happen.
Yeah, it did. There
was quite a few jinxes in this episode, I seem to remember, where people were reacting to things absolutely simultaneously.
Yes. In fact, funny enough, Josh, that is also in the trailer.
Well, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Well, talking of said trailer, which I have not watched yet, so hopefully this works when I play it.
Aye.
Find out.
Doesn't, I apologise. It does happen sometimes. As we know. Sometimes it doesn't work. So we'll see. Definitely didn't switch on the computer and then immediately start streaming.
No.
Right, let's try it, shall we? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Non-binary pals, here is the trailer for next week's Gravity RIP. There's a very fine line between making something that's stupid and a joke and something that might actually be good.
I'm going to try and tame the possum.
Is that a euphemism?
So, well, okay. I think Dred's just become vegan.
You want them windows up?
Now my head is right out the window.
Yeah. Zoom out to the trailers just halfway across the car park. You all lose your job.
Well, it never really counted as a job, and I've just invested in tech startups.
You walk past. Jesus Christ.
Jesus! No. Oh, Jesus has a family.
What's his vehicle like?
Oh, heavenly. It's going so well.
It was.
It was going so well.
It was. dear. That's good, right?
That's a strong trailer. That.
Do you know
Very
what?
cool, well done.
It wasn't difficult to put together at all. I'm not even kidding. There was like literally, it was so easy. I was like, "What's the best points?" Then
That was so good.
yeah. I mean, there's still so much other craziness that happens, but literally, it was one of the most fun trailers to put together.
Oh, that was good times. that was a fun finale.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
that we can talk about Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah, NPC we didn't think was going to come along.
I mean, you guys like pushed me to come up with crazy NPCs, but never before has a divine being had to come into the race. But the thing is that as you will see in the episode, I essentially just get pushed into it because I'm basically just not allowed to let it go. So,
It was just the way you set up your words
Yeah,
that we went, sorry, what? Who's there? We latched onto it instantly.
yeah. It's so
Ah. You know what it's like? It's the equivalent of the moments every time, like referred to season 1 D&D when Leamington would go bother this poor cobbler woman. It's literally it gives me that same energy as like how I maybe feel with you as a like GM shoes.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like,
And that
oh,
doesn't
can I
stop.
just- no. No.
No, continues for a long time. There's that great moment though of what's his car like heavenly, and it's the fact that me and you
Yes.
there isn't even a beat. It's just perfectly in sync.
You that was like, yeah.
I mean, it's
You
obviously.
could also say it was divine intervention. It was meant to be. Foretold.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah. So good.
There you go. A very important NPC.
It's interesting,
Yes.
isn't it? I feel like maybe it's the episode 3s. Something about episode 3, so we're just clicking into character around episode 3, and then from then on, it just kind of works.
Yeah,
It goes up a level.
Yeah.
I think that's true of all the
just
others as well. I feel like
warm-ups.
Lasers and Feelings.
Yeah.
Because was episode 3 where we released...
What was it?
episode 3 of Lasers was the one that Kyle joined us on.
Yeah.
It was the
yeah.
Colosseum one.
Yeah, that's where
Oh
we...
god, yeah. That was crazy.
That was a max chaos. I mean, obviously, I feel like we peaked on 5 in that series, but I feel like
Oh, yeah.
we were clicking into character a lot more at that stage, and then D&D as well.
That's very true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's really interesting with once season 2 gets out, like, and everybody who's seen season 1, the characters develop. It's really interesting to see, like, out of the chaos and the comedy, there's like some legitimate like stuff which is really interesting. And especially when I know what narrative I'm trying to tell, and so many little things that are yet to be discovered, and like trying to like work out and investigate and stuff like that. You guys are like tuning into that quite like well, actually, compared to like season 1, we were like, how do you play this game? Let's annoy these NPCs.
Oh, we still do.
You know what?
I mean,
I
you
think
do.
if we
You have to.
started now-
It's a standard. It's a standard we have here. Yeah.
You know, if we started now, I wouldn't annoy people as much. But now we're doing it, I may as well just annoy them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The characters.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting
Yeah.
to see. Not that this has happened so far. You know, what would happen with an introduction of new characters in D&D?
Ooh,
Because
God.
obviously, it's the one where we've stuck with, for the most part, the exact same
I
characters,
mean, it'd be-
with one exception.
One very breezy exception.
Yeah.
Gone with
Well, hopefully we
coincidence.
get to do that with yours, Josh,
Yeah, I mean that's
because
true.
we'll be able to
see
really.
that.
That's kind of how we can
I
maybe.
think,
And also, it'd be good to if we get more players, then we can really
yes, exactly.
do that like in a really interesting way,
Well,
even if
we're
it's for
working
like.
on both these things.
Yeah, a very critical role way where they only there for a couple episodes or whenever they're free, even if it's for one episode, but it kind of just stirs the pot a bit.
Yeah.
I think it's good fun to have new people come along and have different inputs. Yes, we are working on these things. I think my D&D, in terms of when we record it, I think it'll be later this year. But in terms of when it's seen, it'll probably be next year before it's on the channel.
Yeah. The way things are going, yeah.
I mean, D&D wise, I mean, we're just to give you an idea of where we are. We filmed 4 episodes, which is crazy,
mid-season basically.
Yeah,
because we're shooting for 8 to 10 episodes, depending on what I guess works for the narrative and works for us scheduling wise.
I think. I think the idea of like season length has kind of gone out the window. I think it's like what feels natural. Because I think that's to be fair to Rob, much as it was kind of out the blue for us that you were making it as a 4 season episode, actually it does make sense, and I feel like it caps itself quite nicely.
Agreed.
Shall we say? We
know what that means.
Yeah, so I think it's one of those where it's just like, where's a natural kind of breaker point?
I mean, in D&D, it's when someone dies.
Yeah,
I mean that people will think that we fixed that. I think.
No, that was.
People think that a critical role as well. Everybody thinks it's all fixed. They've got their scripts hanging from the ceilings.
You have to be
like
really insane to write something like that.
Oh yeah, you couldn't write this shit.
No, that's the whole point. It's like, especially us, we're way more chaotic than the likes of Critical Role. Yeah, because I think, and they talked about this in some of their talks they do, or their that when they talk about the game they run, they're less chaotic now than they used to be, because it's become this thing of like very kind of new and natural energies, especially when some of them were playing for the first time in campaign 1, and the first time they were like, going through this whole beginning of what Critical Role was. I would say that and they are diving in more as actors now, compared to like just chaotic, having fun. And I feel like they really think their characters out these days, and how it feels in the world, and inserting in different. So it's the same world they play in, but different timelines.
It's well on its way to being TV at this stage. Compared to,
in fact, it pretty much is.
I mean, they are. I know. Hello, we're on Twitch, which is. They're number 1 on Twitch, which is crazy. That D&D is number 1 on Twitch.
Yeah,
bonkers. But it is interesting because they've been going for 7 years, something like that.
Wow. Yeah, because campaign 2 was 2 and a bit years. Campaign 1 was about 3 years, I think. And then the gaps in between when they're not filming things as well adds to that. So yeah, it's about that.
You have to, I think, you have to respect the markers that are laid down by the people at the very top, and this, in terms of what we do, they are the very top. That's it. That's the pinnacle, and it's a fucking high pinnacle. So, fair play. We can't. But then I think what's good about it is it gives you a point of reference from which to markate what we do. We do have we are very role playing heavy compared to what would perhaps be a normal Dungeons and Dragons game that you would just play with your mates.
Yeah.
But
my games are combat heavy as hell.
Like, we have a different brand of role playing than others, and big folks out there. I say this as if maybe a bunch of people turned up from from a Scottish D&D thing. If you're there, hi. But yeah, so that's how we kind of demarcate ourselves. We are very role playing heavy, and we do lean into characters. We love our characters very much, and they create great chaos. But it is chaos.
Oh,
it is. It really
it's
is.
Kind of chaos. That's the lovely thing about it, isn't it?
Yeah, and they asked me, like, especially with this season, like pretty much what it feels like every episode this season is like, are you ready to be broken? To me, and I'm just like, you know what? I've set contingencies of everything, and then of course some things still get through the net, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
But
You
it's
know what?
like,
I feel that I know I am still quite chaotic. I thought I'm less chaotic in D&D now. With the ball bearings, yeah,
Com-
that was chaotic.
compared to season one, you have actually as well. I mean, there's moments, there's little like things trying to break through.
There's some. Oh, I was about to say something. I can't say it.
No, you can't.
For it.
But
I thought, you might have made an emote.
maybe you get it out in Gravity Rip, and that's why. Yeah.
No. That will have to say that, but that is awesome.
Ben, yes, there is an emote, and obviously it's not available yet.
I don't know. It's because you showed
people
me. You
to see
confused me.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yes. Yeah, that will come out when D&D comes out. But
should say,
yes,
because we kind of know.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is that D&D will be back in October.
Ooh.
Specifically when, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
October.
you are pushing the boat out there because.
Well, I like to pressurize myself.
Absolutely.
You'll have noticed.
Okay.
You'll have noticed shooters kind of just disappeared for a little bit. That's because I've had no time. And the finale is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lot.
Good though.
It's like
There's some
Oh,
stuff there.
yeah. There's a man in particular.
Oh,
and man.
can we get an emote for that?
The only problem is that I can imagine it's part. Obviously, I don't know when it happens, so
We
and it'll
can
be
get away with
I will let you know.
Is this in
what I can
D&D?
No,
this is shooters.
Shooters.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
told
that
you-
person
no,
in
we
game either.
told-
No.
We told you
Yeah.
about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you told me about it. Yeah.
There's one of the greatest characters
I've been
possibly ever
looking at it.
created, and also I think a really interesting ending, and something I don't think any of us really saw coming for that last bit. It was like one of those things where it was like, whoa, that's big! Like, wow, that was. We were all there going, what? How? There's very interesting ending, which I tried to spoil by making fun of it.
It's a lot.
Of course.
I mean, the
That's how
problem
you
is,
It was.
Yeah.
the problem is
It
because of the way we filmed it, and I'll just be completely upfront here, the way we filmed it meant that we made a decision editorially that it was going to cross-cut between different battles, shall we say. I mean, we know this is the finale, so there's a few battles that happen, and we're going to cross-cut between them, Lord of the Rings style. Like, the Ents and Helm's Deep.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But the problem with that is, it's a lot more editing to do that.
Yeah.
And there's,
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
like over 12 hours of finale.
Oh yeah, easy.
So,
It's not really a finale; it's a whole series in
So
itself.
it's that
it's a
could
mini
be
series
like-
in itself.
Yeah.
Are you aiming to get that done in like 3 episodes worth? Trying
I'll
splitting it
probably
down
make
like
it'll
4
probably be
hours
4. I think 4 threes would be
per
ideal.
episode.
I think there's probably a bit that'll just get there's a chunk that'll just get cut, like properly cut, because there's plenty of us technical difficulties.
There's certain bits I don't want cut. All right.
There are definitely some
All right. Okay, you got to keep certain bits at certain points. I can't say too much.
certain things will
Okay.
definitely.
All
I
right.
will make sure that
All
I
right.
follow the rules that have been laid down
Well,
and put them in.
I mean, you have put some pressure on yourself there, Josh. I didn't realise you were going to bring that out.
Well, I
because
mean,
you realise
yes,
you realise that is half a month away, just over 20 days or so.
I do realise, and I also realise that I've not touched that edit at all.
Wow.
Oh no!
Well,
Oh, wow.
I'm
If there was a
confident.
ruddy
As
hell to be
Kyle-
said, it's now. Ruddy hell.
As
put a
Kyle
ruddy hell in
likes
the
to
chat,
say,
people.
Ruddy hell. It's bad.
Ruddy
Ruddy
hell.
well to
I-
deadlines.
Speed.
So
You need
we'll
some
go
speed.
With that theory. I do need some speed.
yeah, you will be.
Oh,
needing
is there
speed.
Ruddy hell available?
I had to remove the ruddy hell to get the tread in. It will
Oh,
come back.
well, guess what?
Yeah,
We'll do
read
this
the
one.
thread.
We'll do that one instead.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
What are you going to
It's
do
still-
when we have to like make decisions on what what stays for the long term. 'Cause,
Oh my god! Well, Max
what do we-
Chaos
we're
will
allowed,
always
like,
be
10
right.
Redact the. Hey, no. After the finale, yes, that's fair enough because we won't be doing them for a while, so it's fine.
Then we get the Rowdy Hell. Rowdy Hell should always be.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it has. It's a staple.
guys,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
look, I made an even worse decision. I had to get rid of One Shot the other day.
Oh no!
Don't worry, it's coming back as well, obviously, for shooters, obviously. How could it not? But it's just, I had no... Get Fish Done was like, do I even leave it in? And I was like, no, we got to leave it in for now.
Akas was nice enough to make this one for me recently, which just got authorized this morning.
Yeah, that's on your channel, isn't it?
It's cool.
Do you know what? It's actually it was a spare one. It was a spare one that I'd made for us, and then I just realised we never would say anything like that. Well, we probably would, but just it's not necessary to have an emote for it. And then realised that David says it all the bloody time. So.
Right, David.
You know what? I didn't know that you could use emotes from other people's channels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can, yeah.
Oh,
Anyone you're subscribed to, you can
Yeah.
use their remote.
Yeah. I've used
but I'm not subscribed to him. So.
Yeah, Baker Me,
I've used
Sweet Psychosis and Psychomantis has been really nice in gifting subs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Peeps. Yeah.
They're wonderful, those two.
Oh, they're really great. They're really good. And they love you guys as well. They said that in chat yesterday.
Hey.
Good.
Yeah.
absolutely.
There was a new follower that came in who have a lot of mates who like D&D, so
Nice.
Oh,
get them,
Nice.
file them this way. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
See this particular brand of chaos.
Yeah. I'm always pushing on the channel when I especially my US peeps, because I know it's going to probably catch on a little bit more than UK based. I have a very low UK base. I have such a high fucking US and everywhere else.
Yeah. I mean, Twitch is a fucking weird platform. I can't lie.
It's a strange place,
folks. But I don't really understand why certain things happen on Twitch, but they do, and we are grateful.
Yeah, you would think you get more directed towards your regional audience, but actually,
It's just whoever watches.
I know.
Who
Just-
wants to watch stuff.
yeah, which is good.
Well, should we have another question?
Yeah,
No.
let's do it.
The Dice of Destiny. 13.
number one.
What was that? Sorry.
13. 1-3.
Unlucky, mate.
It's like it's adjacent to number one.
This is a good one.
Yeah, it is. It's boxing goes to get polos. Top Round Brown falls out, and Macheski has to catch him. It's obviously out of the bus.
Oh
This
wow!
sequence. The best sequence.
Yeah, it's the fact that you open the rubbish bus doors and just think it'll be fine. You're supposedly going at like 900 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So it's
I mean, look, we've already broken physics. Come on.
yeah, I know.
I mean, let's not try and go by physics.
Yeah, I know.
I like to think that we're not going that fast. I think we're really slow.
Really slow. About 30 mile an hour. Just
Yeah. If that.
It's just a nice Sunday drive, is it?
Oh yeah, it's still speed.
Speed, but just a slow.
It would be really boring if you couldn't break some glass or something like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got to. I mean, come on, we've got to go outside the vehicles. It's a built-in law.
I don't feel like they really accounted for that in the Gravity RIP rule set.
No.
Did they?
Do you know why? I think it's because they assume that everyone would want to do the racing thing, because as a concept, racing is a brilliant idea, you know.
We did it for like an episode.
yeah. And that is all.
And then we were like, what can we add to this?
Yeah. Exactly.
Tune in next week for even more.
Where it continues to be added to, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just on a Gravity RIP spree, aren't we?
We're never on the base layer. That's it. We're never on the base layer. It's always just stacking some stuff. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's a good point, David. Yeah, this has been Gravity RIP month. Or continues to be Gravity RIP month. I think it's been very fun.
With a little sprinkle of flux.
Oh yeah, yeah. Was that? I think that was last month.
But no, yeah, that was the last one was ended. I think it was at the end of the month or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah,
it has August has been Gravity RIP month for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Yes. So the plan is this week is Gravity RIP month. Next month will be Shooters month, and then October will be D&D
Wow.
and
That sounds
Blades
like
and
a
Feelings.
good setup.
He's
Yeah, that
doubling
sounds
down.
good.
I'm doubling
Wow.
down here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Committing
yeah.
to it.
Yeah. Well, the
Committing to it. I want
interesting.
Shooters, to be honest, I want Shooters done. I want it finished,
That's
so then
true.
I can
Yeah,
do
I
D&D,
can imagine.
Yeah.
and then everyone will enjoy it
Yeah,
because obviously
they've been forced to.
It's chaotic. I will force
Yeah.
you to. I will come to your house
No.
and force you to enjoy it. And I can do that because I know where most of the audience lives.
Enjoy your enjoy it. Sorry.
See, now, basically,
If anybody knows that very familiar
see-
sketch.
I see Shooters September,
Yeah.
and I go, in theory, that's a great name, but for any Americans tuning in, probably not.
Oh no, no.
Sympathy September.
Sympathy September. Also, not great.
Not great. No. And
Not great.
the only
No.
thing you can use now is "and." That's the only other thing in the title.
And September.
Are you trying to get out of this, Josh? Is this
No,
what you're trying to get out of it?
I'm trying to get out of that bit of branding, yeah, but not,
Yes,
I'm doubling down on getting that out
Let's miss the September thing and just do it in September.
Oh
there.
gosh.
Let's do that.
Oof.
SS September. No.
Oh
you know,
wow!
not that
No,
yet.
no. I feel like that
Wow.
cat. I feel like that cat. They was no.
No. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
many
good.
things to avoid.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Yes.
All right.
Triple S.
Ben, shall we talk about the one point that you want to talk about? It's the reason you're
I would
here.
rather talk about the polos.
Yeah. All right. Go on.
I
Why?
just feel that,
Why? That's all you're getting from me. Why?
why? Because that's the first thing that came into my head. I don't know why polos were in my head. I just thought of polos. I needed a lot of them. Because it's Jeremy Clarkson reincarnated as a dog. You know, a dog eating polos.
Seems like not a great plan.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
Where did you get that idea from? I mean, it's
Fresh
perfect.
My
just
dog
never
with minty
thought.
fresh breath. I mean, it would be unique.
Do they exist? I mean, they have mouth refreshing things, don't they, for dogs? But
toothpaste. Do dogs
Oh,
like
gosh.
mint? Is that a thing?
let's have a look. Dog. I'm googling it.
I know.
I don't think they.
I feel
know
like I would
horses like
give
mint.
mints to a dog.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's mint flavored, like dentist stick type thing.
We'll have to give some to Freddie and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Wait, yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
You know, I don't know if you guys knew this. He's in our YouTube videos. Do you know this? At halftime, he comes in.
Oh,
Oh,
Is it
I vaguely
every-
remember
is
I
it
might
on
have
every
watched
one?
this.
It's been on, yeah, every one that I've
Oh,
edited
really?
recently. I've put it in. Yeah,
brilliant.
I
That's
do-
the
I
one
think
where
I
he
did
asks
take
people
that.
to subscribe.
yeah,
Oh, that's
Call
funny.
to action from a dog.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, how can you
how
get any
else?
better?
Yeah, exactly. How else? How else would you do
Yeah.
it?
True. We probably should just have him. We'd probably get more views if
Yeah,
we
do you know what,
had him
just stick
on
him in
doing
a
some role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa, don't stick him in a corner. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, all right, just we could have him as Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Oh my god. Just a
We have to
fake
do
out.
that now.
Oh shit. Well, we've got like a week to do it.
Yeah.
The thing is, he would sit on a chair as well, which would
He
be
would. Yeah.
that would
Yeah.
be.
Well,
Oh my god, that could
We
be
can
interesting.
arrange
Maybe for
things.
season 2.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm
I
sure
feel
we
like
could do
us trying to
something.
organise this in under a week is not
Yeah,
gonna happen.
difficult. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's
it sounds like how we usually do things
Yeah, that's true.
at the same time.
That is true.
With that being said, we still have to do something for next week's episode. Hilariously enough, giving us exactly
Yeah.
1 week to get it done.
That is true.
Oh dear. Right.
Have it anyway. This is the thing.
Freddie would. Yes, Freddie would prefer to sit on the lap. That's very true. But he's a hefty ass dog. So.
Yeah, no, he can sit on a chair. I think
Yeah.
it'd be. I mean,
How long would it last?
I think he could do
we
it.
only need it to last for like.
oh no, it wouldn't last.
2.5 hours.
No, it's cool. You can play it off. If he ever comes off the chair, he's always going south again.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
See what we can
Yeah.
do
Right.
for season 2.
Yeah.
We will get fitted up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a YouTube show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Ideas, dog-based ideas in the chat. Off we go.
Oh dear, here comes the spam. There's going to be a lot of those.
It will
Yeah.
prove a point.
Absolutely.
Dogs
Yeah.
are popular, and
Yes, that is
more
true.
popular than us.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
Is there a dog creature in D&D? Because there's like
Yeah, there's a
surely.
few. There's some really
There is.
quite
spooky ones as well.
Yeah, there is actually an animal that I think could be quite interesting at some point. Maybe it's something to do in the next D&D episode that perhaps we can involve. I think that could be cool.
Okay.
Possibly dog based.
Okay.
It's not Jeremy Clarkson.
It's not Jeremy Clarkson,
That's
no.
taken.
That is taken. Yeah,
That
it's
would-
copyrighted.
That would be a weird bit of like cross worlds, wouldn't it? If Jeremy Clarkson as a dog turned up in D&D.
Just appears indeed. No like powers
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Would he say that he's the tallest dog? Because
Probably, yeah.
I mean, that's how I'd play it.
yeah.
I'd play it Leamington as a dog, basically.
Oh, we should maybe do that. Do crossover, like so like if we do, I don't know, a lasers and a shooters and a time flux or something silly like that, where we just play completely different, like opposite characters. Like, so we use Buxton in, like you say, D&D, and we use, I don't know, Leamington in lasers and feelings or something.
Yeah,
Just
very, like,
I think you'd fit in all right.
yeah, I agree. Just like
Hundreds of dog sounds. Excellent.
that's pretty good.
Excellent.
That is pretty good.
That's good stuff. Do you know what? I think an ultimate
Dungeons
crossover
and
episode-
Doggins.
Who on earth knows what context that would be?
How? Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
do think like an ultimate crossover where we each take a character from each of the worlds and maybe,
Yeah.
I
Wow.
mean, I hesitate to say it. Take each other's characters. Don't take a.
Oh my god!
What-
Wow, that would be
Oh
that
my
would be an
days.
ask.
That would
Oh
be-
wow!
That would be chaos.
yeah,
Which is
Wow.
on brand for us.
yeah. We never do something like that.
Yeah. Very on brand.
That is an idea, though. That is definitely
I
something
don't know
to
what.
think.
It will probably have to be lazy things because I feel like trying to play those characters within D&D.
We could make it. We could make it in the episode. This is sort of giving things away, but we could make it like a what is it? Is it Freaky Friday?
Oh yeah,
Although that's
That's
just
a good
bodies,
point.
isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
There you go, Rob. That's your next idea. There you go.
yeah. Freaky Friday. Yeah, there you go. Easy. That would be very funny, though. Even just that. But
There you are. You heard it
Yeah.
first, folks.
Mhm.
Maybe at some point, some sort of body swap / universe swap / something where all the characters just get sucked around and
More
stromade.
chaos.
Chaos. They are.
there you
Get
We
go.
right.
don't do enough chaos on this channel, so
No, exactly. We need to add in some extra.
yes. More.
Alrighty.
Dear
Shall
me.
Shall we do? Oh my God! I've just realised I haven't told anybody the name of the episode.
Oh.
Oh,
How is that?
Oh.
How has that become a thing? So I mean, so it was a mention of a name of an episode in the episode itself. I completely
Okay.
lost the clip, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it. So I decided to come up with my own name, and the name of this episode is Family Business.
Family.
And I promise you it has many meanings. Many meanings.
It's a mystery.
Yes.
Yeah. This time next week to find out.
Absolutely.
What does it mean? Who can say?
is that my new nickname, Baker Me? Am I now just Buxton?
Bugs. Yeah. That's just what you're known as now.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Pretty much.
The thing is, I think it's. I've said this before. You are basically your characters, just slightly less annoying.
Only slightly, though.
yeah.
Only slightly. A little bit.
Yeah, that's very true. Essentially, they're the same character, so yeah.
Trying to break our rules.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
Barkson is I think is a different character to the rest. I think you've
That is
pulled one
true.
out there.
He is Jeremy
Yeah,
Clarkson.
yeah.
And Jamie Hyde is a dog. Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, I mean, should we call them the Sir Julian template? It just works so well. That's the problem. It's that,
There's been some decent
Yeah.
ones, but
I do default to it as well.
yeah, but it's
I don't know if I'd
good.
planned Leamington to be like a
No,
Julian alternative. I don't
honestly,
know.
I feel like Leamington was slightly different.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
Oh,
definitely.
sure.
But I
Yeah.
think it just kind of
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
like
Yeah.
way back when.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's still a lot of differences, but it's just such a perfect template. That's the thing. Sir Julian is just you love him, but you want to hate him at the same time, and that's what's so fun about him.
I mean,
But yeah, I mean that is why that episode at the end of the last year was the Julieverse episode, because you can do so much with that character. We created 4 technically if you count the bad guy, 4 completely separate characters from that one template. And they were all so different, and yet still had little mannerisms that were the same. And it was brilliant. That episode is genuinely one of the best things I think we've done.
That was a crazy one, yeah.
plug.
Yeah, it is on YouTube. Yeah, Into the Julieverse.
Holy Grail. Hello to anyone else who's new and lurking. Say hi. Get involved. This is
Absolutely.
Do we want to? Because I feel like there's things that we want to talk about in this episode. We know what they are.
Yeah. You want me to pick out a few? Is that what you should?
Yeah, I mean we can roll for it, or we can just talk about points.
Let's roll for one more, and if there's anything else we want to pick up.
Yeah.
Critical.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, so close, man.
Oh, yeah. I know.
So this is where we find out that Dirk was brought up in a convent.
Oh yeah.
And we also get convent commune, yeah, something like that.
And
we also
backstory.
Yeah, and we also find out a bit more about this accident. Maybe one day we'll find out enough about it so we can piece it together.
That do you know what? Dirk Wachowski has, I think it's one line of bio, which is, as only actors will know, the stupidest line you could possibly imagine. And I have drip fed that line, that one line, for like 4 episodes.
I like how none of us has really bothered to ask.
No.
No, we have a habit of that, of just not bothering about other characters.
You don't care.
I'm a dog.
Yeah, so safe to say, the rest of the backstory that came out in this episode, just fucking made up.
Nonsense.
Actually, was just nonsense. I don't know. This is the thing. Is it true? We don't know. We don't know.
Is the accident real? Dude.
We don't know.
Oh my god, that would be huge. Wow. That is so good, though.
I feel like probably that is Dirk's backstory, to be fair. Because I don't think... I know, like, with Nan and stuff, they're probably slightly more compulsive liars. I don't feel like Dirk is a compulsive liar. I think Dirk is a compulsive talker.
Yeah.
He
just says...
straight talker,
He just says stuff that's genuinely true and just talks. Just chat shit, basically. He's quite pure character, really.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's probably also he's just nice, which is weird.
Yeah,
it's
very friendly.
Very
Welcome in. You're right, mate. How's the family?
Probably the nicest character.
Yeah. I mean, how's the family is definitely becoming a catchphrase, isn't it?
That's true. I appreciated the opportunity to do How's the Family to Jesus Christ.
Jesus, yeah. Which of course you see in the trailer. I mean, it's so good. Well, should we just pick up on a few other bits whilst we're here?
As well.
So
I feel like we should feed Ben's needs for number one.
I agree.
Thank you. Yeah, all right, yeah.
So number one, I'll read it verbatim. The press conference,
How do you read
the rules
verbatim?
prospector. Yeah, that's true. The rules prospector enters, and they receive -1 acceleration. And Barkson bites off his ding dong, and then I put a little bell in there afterwards. It's my own fault. I brought in a character who is wearing nothing but his underpants, and then I made him take them off.
Why did you do that? Yeah.
He was, in the last episode, he was burnt to a crisp, and I thought if he comes back somehow, he's not going to have any clothes because
how is that
full
Terminator?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So not only did he not have clothes, he probably didn't have a ding dong to start off with.
Yeah.
Or skin.
Well, I thought maybe it's like a respawn. He spawns back in, and then.
But like as a just like a default.
Yeah, it's like it goes back to his default mode, which is
That's very,
underpants.
Well, funny
Survival
enough, there's a
game.
game called Ark where you like respawn and you have nothing but like wrapping around your private parts.
Yeah. Ark is good fun. I
Yeah.
like Ark.
But,
Taming dinosaurs.
Imagine we did like a post-sanity Ark map
oh my god,
with dinosaurs and RP
Wow.
stuff just for a laugh.
I'd play the shit out of Ark.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
However, Ark, tough game.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a game.
Hello, Mr. Alligator.
It will die. Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think we're missing the main point here, guys, which is that not Ben's character, Ben made the decision to bite off
The ding dong.
the ding dong of the rules
Yeah.
prospector. And I want you to talk me through why you committed this crime.
Were you going to say blow by blow?
Oh my god.
You were.
For a moment I was, and then I
Yeah,
stopped.
yeah. No. Yeah. So it was straight in for the bite, nothing else. And Barkson, as he's a dog, really
That's
jowed
hot
down. Not dog, yeah. Yes, yeah, it was a moment. I mean, look, if he didn't come out naked, then it wouldn't have happened. So I blame Rob.
So it's his own fault for being a naturist.
Oh yeah.
That is fair. That's fair. I can't say anything.
Yeah.
How many
Have to
minutes
pay
in was that?
respects.
Not many.
Not many.
That was the first
mean-
thing that happened in the episode.
That set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah.
Talking of tone setting, the beginning of the next episode. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
I
The
was
intro
genuinely
is the best out of all of them.
yeah. I was genuinely watching it today because there's a couple of little things I'm just tweaking before
Yeah.
it can be rendered out. Even today, I was laughing my head off because it's just so it's so all over the place, that beginning. It's great.
I definitely enjoy viewing footage, especially when I was doing it for leading up to episode 4.
Yeah, for D&D. Yeah.
And literally, you heard me as well. Like just going back in footage is just such a treat,
To watch back.
Isn't it? Yeah.
and like nuances and just a bit like I totally forgot because it is a long time when you're playing the game. You're just in like. You're just operating. You're not actually. It's just. It's because it's improv. You're just like kind of just firing out things, and you're not like. It's not like you've rehearsed your lines.
I think you get to enjoy what
and you
other
remember
people
it that
do
way.
more as well. Because you're so like you're switched on to what you're doing. And
Yeah.
because it's so spontaneous, you have to be quite like thinking about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like watching it back is a good opportunity to see what other people are doing. Particularly, I mean, like watching stuff back as a DM or GM or whatever, you see so much stuff that you missed
That's right. Yeah.
because you're
very true.
so busy as a GM.
Yeah, because that's right. You've got 100 things going on in your head, and you're trying to keep things moving. But I don't know if Josh and David, you've had this, but I have those little moments where I realised I can let you guys just go for a couple of minutes, and that's when I can sit back and enjoy it. That's always my favourite.
It took a while for that to come up in shooters, but when it did, there was I can very specifically remember. It's an episode that's been broadcast, so you can go and watch it now on the Rolly Glory YouTube channel.
Is that when you locked me up?
No. The one point. There were probably like smaller moments of stuff, but the one point where I could literally just sit back was when it was Rob, Kyle, and David in the barn.
Oh God, yeah.
Rob tried to disable the walker.
Yeah, no, I think that's the last episode
That's the last episode that was out there, which is a really good episode.
Oh man, isn't it? Yeah, that was just
one
comedy.
where I was just
like
like
10
I'm
minutes.
just gonna sit back and watch.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
funny as hell.
Honestly, David and Sykes at this point went, "Don't you fucking dare!"
I remember.
I was literally like, it's when me and Sykes both like became one in that moment, and we just went, "Don't you do what I think you're about to do?" So you do it, and you just start laughing. I fucking knew it, and then you did it.
Oh man, that moment, seriously. At the time, I was laughing, but watching it back, I was in hysterics, like genuinely, like crying, laughing because I did not realize how hilarious. It's not so much. So when you're there in the moment, you're sort of like trying to think things up, but it's the reactions that you and Kyle have in particular. And Josh, to be honest, you were pissing yourself as well, and to be honest, Ben as well. So it's just everybody's reaction and be able to see that all on screen is so bloody funny.
There was the other one that showed time, which was earlier, which was when you. I kind of triggered it because I made you do checks, but when you fell off the cliff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes. That.
Very, I mean, I feel like
you bloody drunk.
You took up the mantle of chaos in shooters. To a large degree.
Yeah. It's I'd never played. See, the thing is, before shooters, the only character I played was Nightbreeze. So, and whilst he's, I think he's just a moron. I think is probably useless is the word, definitely. But I just think he's an idiot. And I thought, yeah, very true, yeah. But I think
he's more useful now, probably.
Probably. But I thought, let's go somewhere totally different. And as soon as I came up with the idea of playing somebody who was drunk, I thought, well, I've got it. I am that person. You know, I'm going to be the person that gets in the way and makes things more difficult sometimes. And then we'll occasionally do something quite good, but not very often.
By accident, I think you did.
Yeah,
things. That's the best way.
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's right.
No, a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, very. I mean, again, it goes to show you the different flavors of things that we've got in that. Shooters is ever so slightly more serious, ever so slightly.
It is, I think it is.
Yeah,
very minimal. You know, and I mean, talking of like, what were we saying earlier about like writing out note or like having to plan things? Jesus, I planned the shit out of that to try and like make up for the chaos that was, or like people wandering off into different places.
Oh yeah, south.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Such a good event, and it will be back next month. I'm tripling down.
Oh,
next month.
There we go. Well, in chat, if it doesn't happen, then you heard it first.
We'll get it done.
Well,
yes, indeed.
Get this done.
Yeah, too right. Well, is there anything else that we want to talk about? I mean, the main thing, let's be honest, was the polo run, which is up as the very first clip of the week on YouTube. So please do go to Rolly Grey on YouTube, and you'll see it on there. And that for me is one of those times where I can switch off because it is very much carried by
I think I've seen
the
this.
craziness that Josh introduced, plus David adding in that there's only 5 minutes to the race. I mean, it was just a pleasure. And I think the only other thing was the jumping from cars. It's just so insane.
Look at the week.
I
Let's.
think
I'm gonna have a look.
there's two things that I see in there to talk about.
Yeah.
One slightly more serious, one not very serious.
Go on, let's hear it.
I think we need to shout out Glenn as a character specifically. Blindfolded Glenn and his way of being the one. We shouted out Jen earlier. So
we did.
Shout
Yeah.
out Glenn.
Very-
Glenn and Jen,
Glenn.
who deserve their own little adventure
Yeah.
series.
Yeah. Glenn, who, as I said,
blindfolded.
yeah, as I said, blindfolded, just out of nowhere, just because Ben asked for a character of some sort, and I thought I'll have to come up with a few people. So I literally just came up with a few names, and Glenn, Jen, and something else. I don't think we used the third one in the end.
Is it right?
But
I'm going to come up with more next time.
yeah. But he
Glenn,
was, yeah.
Jen, and Denny from the.
That's a great one. Well, that's getting in somehow.
Yeah, into the room, just casually.
Yeah, yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Oh,
Specific
dear.
reference to
Yes.
folks who haven't seen the room.
Yes. God, please watch The Room for people who haven't watched it. Oh my God.
So good.
I've not watched it.
Oh, please
What?
watch The Room. Oh my God.
No, we should
want to. I
we should
genuinely
watch it together.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It really is. One of my favourite movies. in a long way.
I'm gonna cringe so hard.
Yeah. Oh,
Go
it's
to the,
Oh yeah.
It's so
Oh, I
cringy.
hate cringe shit, man.
When I watched it with Ben, there were moments where I was like, why is this thing happening? And then there's just a character that turns up halfway through. You're like, who is this person? It's so
You
integral.
have to accept that
Yeah.
chaos ensues.
Yeah. And there's so much throwing of a football, and I don't understand why.
I don't find it that cringy. I just find it really funny.
Hilarious. It is
Yeah, I
hilarious.
don't think it's cringy. It's not cringy in the kind of like Ricky Gervais office sense of cringe. It's just, it's so bizarre. It's what it is. It's bizarre. That's what it is.
Yeah, sure.
Hilariously bizarre.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Baker Mars hit the nail on the head with Glenn sees his ears, Trevor. That's what. It's so true. That is a brilliant line. It's such a good line. Oh dear.
I don't know. I just hit my stride in that episode. I don't know why.
You did.
I just hit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was just like, I was just coming up with shit, and it
It was
good.
as soon as you realised you were leaving the paddock and off elsewhere, it was just like, right, I can do basically anything I want now.
I feel like the Nan in me was happy to go on an adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Oh
like,
God.
I like to make you make up more of the world that doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even if it
That's
was just
right, that's
driving round
fun.
a roundabout for
Yeah. Which does make
for
sense, to
possibly
be
most
honest.
of a day.
Yeah.
He sees what this is. He didn't notice we were only turning left for 6 hours.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus, forgot that.
Go on, what was this other
The
point
other
as
one I
well?
was
that you
gonna say, which is a
mentioned?
slightly more serious point, is we actually had quite a bit. We had some actual storyline,
Yeah, I know,
threads.
right?
and with the ongoing sister saga,
Yeah, that's right.
which did
So I-
have a little drop at the end,
Mm.
reveal.
Yeah, I wanted to make it as far away. So basically, I didn't want to give any spoilers or anything of it possibly coming up. It was very much a let's sneak this in at the end, and then the next episode will have something to do. That's why it's called Family Business. Part of many reasons why it's called that. But yeah, how did you find that, David? Having sort of a part of your backstory that you'd made sort of quite well known actually become one of the main focal points.
Well, I guess it was kind of like, I didn't really get to explore too much. She was kind of there and she was gone, but it was kind of like and because I knew the episode was coming to close, because based on the structure of how like Gravity RIP works, so we've done the race, this is kind of the end things, that I thought, I will say, I did kind of, when she then ran away, I was like, shit. And then I felt that was a good thing to like, and that for me was a moment of like, to take off my mask.
Oh yeah, of course.
And effectively drop it to the floor and chase after, you know. And the idea of like, that was a kind of, obviously the sister thing was revealed, so Dread revealed effectively.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would say, and the kind of desperation of that and running away. So I would say it's kind of like that, and then being cut off. Hey, to be then like, you know, to be then cut off like that actually kind of adds to that want and desperation to play, like as a player, to then come back and pursue it in the next episode, which we'll see. So, you know, based on that, like I can imagine he behaves in a very different way because it's family. So
yeah,
but how that happens is you're gonna have to watch the episode. Yeah. So
also, it's not they're not family. They're family.
Me and my fake sister will disagree with it. No.
Let me ask you this then, as a closing question.
Yeah.
How long had you known that was what was going to happen with that storyline?
When I decided it was going to be 4 episodes, so I only decided that once we'd finished episode 2 and we started talking about it, wanting to add more. At which point I thought, okay, I'm happy to do a couple more. I think 4 feels about right, because the first 2 there wasn't so much of the story-driven stuff. So I thought, well, if we can kick something in for the final episode, I think it'd be really interesting and make it about one of your backstories. And to be honest with you, there's sort of other bits and pieces in there, but that was that sort of. I made that decision.
Well, that was me from the get-go as well with Dread, in terms of like a motivation for racing.
Yeah, definitely.
Was to find out he had a lead basically, you know. So now he's found, it's like, what does that even, and the fact that you ran away from me is like, he's like, what?
Yeah.
You know,
doesn't understand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it comes to a good conclusion, that, and I think it's interesting to find out what happened. You know, obviously you get a bit more of an explanation in the next episode.
Yes.
But it's interesting to sort of see how that all
definitely
goes.
Vague. Definitely trying to be vague here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what kind of family drama? We all have our own type. Let's see what Dread says. Yay! That's why we watch telly.
Too right.
Why we watch telly. All right. Welcome to the internet.
Too right. Yeah.
Good.
But yeah,
it's good fun.
Isn't it?
Good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun. We enjoy.
Right, gents. We've got something we need to sort out. So, shall we end things there?
Let's bring it to close. I will play. I quite like the thing of like, let's do the trailer in the middle and then I'll play it at the end.
Oh,
I'll play it again.
Whoa,
Shadow, thank you. That's awfully nice.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that. I have never seen one of those before, so I was looking and thinking,
bits.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Very much
I've gifted them before, but I've never actually seen it come up before in the chat.
See, I saw the name come through, and I didn't get an alert because I'm using a different version of OBS to the one where live.
Oh,
terrible.
Terrible. But we appreciate it very much. And
Well,
thank you. Anyone else who happens to have popped in, I was monitoring the names list, and there were a few that I didn't recognise in there. So if you happen to have popped through and said hi, or been watching, do get involved and say hi.
Absolutely.
we will be on again next week with Gravity RIP. Gravity.
Ooh.
The finale. You can catch all the previous episodes of Gravity RIP on the Rolly Grail YouTube. Just type Rolly Grail.
Oh, what a great position to be in, to just binge.
Yeah, right.
And then see the finale next week. That's
too right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Too right.
Yeah. You got a week.
Just the one rip, actually.
All right,
The
right.
one shot.
Yeah.
Does RIP stand for anything, or is it just like
No,
just a thing? Okay,
just the thing.
just a
Yeah.
thing.
The name.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, yeah.
Join us.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I take it we're going to pop over to the trailer and just watch that one more time.
Yeah, I'll play us out
yeah.
the trailer and then we'll shut down thing. But thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you again next week for episode
Cheers, everyone.
4 of Gravity RIP, and then we'll be back 2 weeks time for another chat.
Yeah, don't miss
Some
that.
of nothing. Bye, everyone. There's a very fine line between making something that's stupid and a joke and something that might actually be good.
I'm going to try and tame the possum.
Is that a euphemism?
So, well, okay. I think Dred's just become vegan.
You want them windows up?
Now my head is right out the window.
Zoom out to the trailer's just halfway across the car park. You will lose your job.
Well, it never really counted as a job, and I've just invested in tech startups.
You walk past. Jesus Christ.
Jesus!
Oh, Jesus has a family.
What's his vehicle like?
Oh.
Heavenly.
It was going so well!
It was.
It was going so well!
It was.